fun to talk about too. I think that's an interesting topic, right? Arsenal and Ash in Pakistan and how much success they've had lately. It's an interesting story in 2019 to have a region just show up like that. It's so unusual in the age of the internet to have a region just start to appear and people suddenly be like, hold up. These days, we see international competition all the time. It's like so common. So if somebody from somewhere is very good, you know about them. They have recording equipment, they have streams, they have capture, like you've seen it. Somebody plugged in a Dazzle and they got that shit in there and they're recording and posting Tekken match videos or whatever, right? And I'm dazzled by the fact that Joystick dropped the tier 1. Thanks very much. I used the Dazzle briefly, and then I had the Hapage. You remember that thing? Little discus thing that you had there, the Hapage that you used to record stuff on? I had one of those. The Hapage with like 9 cables, that thing running around. Recording stuff on my Xbox 360. That shit was state of the art, dude. People don't understand how the times have changed since then. It's so much easier. Any old and Greg could slide through and drop a tier 1 in this day and age, and I'd be very thankful. Thanks very much. Any old and like 10-year-old or 15-year-old Fortnite player can record or stream directly from their computer or console on the internet. I think being the best Tekken player in the world and doing poor at your locals is not that uncommon. If you play someone a lot, even if they're extremely good, like a world-class player, if you're familiar with their playstyle and stuff, you have a better chance against them than probably most people do. Fighting games are not like a linear thing where just like the best person always wins against another person no matter what. Like the best player in the world and the second best player in the world are probably like this. And like the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, etc., all the way down to like the 20th best player. The difference in skill is not actually so tremendous. It's not like a valley where they're just so tremendously, unbelievably huge gap in skill between the 1st and 15th or 20th best player in the world, right? It's not that big. Fighting games work like if this is the best player and this is the second best player, like their difference in skill is super close. The best player might always beat them still, even if it's just like something like, okay, the matchup's extremely good or stylistically they match up well. But maybe like the 10th best player or something, or the 15th best player has a stylistic like matchup against them that's like really good, or they have a character matchup that's really powerful, or they have a style that's like really useful, or maybe the best player doesn't know their character matchup very well, or there's anything like that, right? It's like could be any number of factors. I mean, sometimes in Tekken, really excellent players will have breakout runs or performances and stuff, and then other times they'll not perform to the same level. It just depends on the path and the matchups and the players and stuff. It's not unusual. I mean, like, someone like JDCR didn't make top 8 at EVO this year, right? That doesn't suddenly mean that he's not like a top 8 at EVO quality player.